Hello class and welcome to ED 560 Mindful Leadership. I am the instructor for this course, Dr. Timothy Thornton. I am the course anchor and this is the first time this course has been taught, which is exciting. It'll give us an opportunity to really delve into the material and see how best this material should be presented. I think this is a very interesting topic and something that is very relevant in our world today as we think about leadership, and not just leadership but also mindful leadership. So the approach we're going to take with this course is that we want to think about mindful leadership. We want to think about how it applies to us both professionally and personally, and also how that relates to business and education. And with each module, that's the approach we're going to take. We're going to take, okay, here's the content that serves as the backbone of this, which for this course the book will be Finding the Space to Lead, a Practical Guide to Mindful Leadership. You can find it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Google, wherever you want. It's a cheap, I think a relatively cheap book for a course, but I think it's a really good book and lays out a lot of the ideas of mindful leadership. So that will serve as the backbone of the course. We'll have other articles and videos, but this is going to serve as the backbone, and then we're going to build upon that with our own experiences, examples, and actually apply what we are learning in the book and through the different articles and videos. I've included a component here from Athens State about the preparation of a reflective practitioner and what you need to think about as you go through not only this course but the program. I have a total of 5 student learning outcomes that I hope you will get at the end of this course. So, number one, I want you to be able to define mindful leadership and explain how to apply it. I also want you to be able to identify the strengths and weaknesses of adhering to mindful leadership in education and business. Then finally, to be able to identify how mindful leadership can impact you personally and professionally. So the course is set up, as I said, it follows the book. That's not going to be the only content. That is just going to be the building block for the course. With a small class size, I think we'll have the option to really share ideas and experiences and build upon each other. So each week there will be a new module that will run for a week from, for example, it'll start on today, the January the 8th, and run through the 14th. Sunday night, 11:59 p.m. Central Time. That first week will close, and then the second week will open. And again, you will notice each of the contents follow along the book, and we will build upon what we are reading in there. So when we look at assignments, each week there will be an assignment, and there will also be some discussion posts and responses due. I think when structured effectively, discussion posts and responses can be beneficial and can certainly add to the class. I think especially in a small class where we really will get to know each other, it can be extremely beneficial. So each week there is an assignment, and then there is a discussion post and responses required, and I'll go over that here in a second. So for our assessments, we have each assessment is worth a total of 50 points. We have our discussions worth 15 points each week. We have a final exam and then a video project. Now I'll go over each of these in a little more detail. There's a total of 1,000 points for the class, and the grade breakdown is as you can see. So as far as assessments go in the class, we will use several different assessments, including written assignments, question and answer, video responses. I really enjoy videos. I really enjoy having students create their own videos. I think it's a good way to present ideas. I also like presentations, peer assessment, discussions, and then the final exam. There is, as you have noticed, a 50-point video project, and what you're going to do with that, you're going to select a model or a chapter from the book and go in depth and create a 10-minute video that details not only what was covered in the chapter, but also how it relates to you personally. And I'll talk a little bit more about that once we actually start in the book on week 2. And you can choose a chapter, go in depth on that chapter, you'll create your video, and you also create how it relates to you. We do have the discussion board, and we will use that in Blackboard. I think it's a good way to communicate and a good way to share ideas. Now, with the discussion board, I think it's effective when we do share ideas, and they need to be in-depth responses. That's where I look at 150 to 200 word response for your initial post and your responses. So that way you actually put some thought into it and really think about what you are writing about, and you get to apply your knowledge. That's a key component for me, is to make sure you apply your knowledge. Yes, it's great we know what mindful leadership is, but can you actually apply that knowledge? Obviously, this is an online course, so Blackboard will be used for everything. Everything you need will be on Blackboard, and my goal is to make it as easy as possible for you to follow along and get a good understanding of what is expected out of you each week. Here at Athens State, I think we do a great job of making the courses similar so that you know what you're getting into in each course, and that way it's easy for you to follow along. I know from my previous experience taking online courses, there's nothing more frustrating than the semester starts and you have no idea what is expected each week. So my goal is to make it easy for you to follow along and know what is expected. We have some resources available if you need them. Again, most of the files or documents you will need I will provide, but we do have library databases available. We have a lot of policies that I'll allow you to read through. These policies are pretty standard. Yes, they're specific to this course, but they are pretty standard for all the courses here at Athens State. So you can read through those at your convenience. And here is some of the College of Education policies. Again, pretty standard for our college. Read through those at your convenience. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Grade policy, honor code, all those things you can read through. Again, those are pretty universal, I think, for our school. I'll go back up here to the top. So if you have any questions about the syllabus, please email me. Again, I'm more than happy to meet anytime on phone. If you want to do a Skype, email, whatever works best for you. Again, the whole advantage of online courses is that you have the freedom and flexibility to access the material when it is convenient to you. So hopefully we have a great semester. We learn a lot, not only from the material, but from each other.